Well, it's been a little while since I last uploaded. Good job no one watches my videos. Haha! I need help. No, I'm sorry to the 5 people that do actually watch my videos. I've been really busy with life as I've just gotten back into work, and I've been trying to learn a little bit more about this whole YouTube and editing thing. So hopefully anyone who watches this video notices, some better things than my older videos. So if you do, please tell me. That would be great. Otherwise, don't tell me. That works as well. But in this video, I want to go over the top 5 bladers in Season 3 of Beyblade Burst, which of course is Cho-z or Turbo. Now the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I've been getting into some arguments and debates over at the Reddit over who was actually the best or strongest bladers in Season 3. So I'm going to be going over the best, strongest, and overall top 5 bladers in Season 3 and ranking them as I go. Just quickly to note though, before this video starts, just like any of my past videos, this is anime only. So, no manga, get that out of here. Real life performances mean nothing in this video. Archer Hercules, no. You are not good in the anime. You are good in real life. You are not good in the anime. So you are not on this list. But yeah, and if you're wondering why I'm covering Cho-z still after it's like 3 years old, I like the Cho-z series, it's one of my favourite series, and I haven't finished GT and Sparking is still out, so leave me alone. So, kicking off this list at number 5 is Free de la Hoya. Free has always been, and still is, a powerhouse in the Beyblade universe. Though not appearing much in the anime, when he did, he always brought everything to the table. Beating Iger and Kyle earlier on in the season was a mere glimpse of his power. He also helped Volt train after winning Valkyrie took an L, and if you remember, it was stated that Volt launched 300 times before he managed to awaken Valkyrie. That means Free also launched over 300 times, which is just insane. The fact that his stamina improved that much, if you remember to Season 2, he had quite a big stamina issue when he used his full power. So the fact that he managed to mitigate that was, it's quite impressive. In his last battle against Fi, he put up an amazing fight, getting a ring out and pushing Fi to use more power than ever seen before at the time. Without a doubt in my mind, he could have beaten Fi if he was using Revive Phoenix. And who knows, maybe if he wasn't the first person to face Dead Phoenix, things might have turned out differently. Being 5th is by no means an insult, as we all still love our boy Free, but in my opinion, Free was either going to come 5th or 4th on this list. I don't see him cracking into the top 3. Though I'm not saying he couldn't beat anybody on this list, I think 5th is the most reasonable position to have Free in. So coming in at 4th place above Free, we have Shu Kurenai. So after Season 2 and his loss against Volt, Shu took a back step for a while, becoming the owner of the Raging Bulls and mentoring younger bladers, with his prized student at the time being Fubuki. Remember him? This didn't stop him from getting so much more powerful though. He upgraded his Bay, Spriggan Requiem, to the new Cho-z Spriggan, which was the first Bay to use burst locks. He essentially created that technology that would further inspire Volt and Iger to use it. So despite having a big brain, he held huge amounts of power and skill, along with having arguably the most versatile Bay in the series. So why is he only 4th, you may or not be asking? Well, he just isn't on the same tier as the top 3. Don't get me wrong, Shu and Free as well were immensely powerful, but I just don't think they're on the same level as our top 3 bladers. Shu's biggest feat was in his match against Fi, which, well, it does seem like he pushed Fi further than Free did, he did at the end of the day lose just the same. I did place him above Free because of how much it seemed he pushed Fi, but this doesn't really confirm that he is more powerful than Free, as, just because you can beat one person doesn't necessarily can beat another. So the fact that I've put Shu above Free, to me, I do think Shu has a tiny power advantage, but That's just me at this time anyway. But he just doesn't compare to the top 3 as proven in the anime by his match against Fi, who is cracking into the top 3. Now Fi is placed 3rd on the list. Fi was a part of the Turbo 4, which were the top 4 bladers that had risen during the time that turbo bays were hip and cool. He was also the strongest out of the 4 before he even decided to use his full power. After breaking bays like Vice Leopard and Z Achilles, he then went on to destroy Dead Hades, but used its power and parts to upgrade his Revive Phoenix into Dead Phoenix. With this bay, he went on to challenge and destroy much more powerful bays, such as Cho-z Brigand and Geist Vafnir, until he came across Iger again. Now his rematch against Iger didn't really go as well as he'd hoped. He did end up losing to a burst finish, but still, he pushed Iger so much further than anyone had done at the time. You know, Iger went through so much training for that fight, and Fi didn't even reverse his Turbo Awakening, so... But still, the fact that he was in the stadium with Iger just shows how immensely powerful he was. And also, he did destroy Fafnir and Spriggan, so he's definitely above Shu and Free in my mind, and 3rd place is the perfect place for him. The runner-up on this video is the Wonder Boy himself, Volt Ahoy. Now, Volt Ahoy was ranked world champion for most of the season. After obtaining his first Cho-z Bay, quotation marks, winning Valkyrie, he started off the season by defending his title against strong bladers like Silas, Kurt, and battling Louis to a stalemate. Eventually though, he fell victim to Iger's Dark Resonance power, and as a result, quotation marks, winning Valkyrie became the toy he didn't want to play with anymore. So he upgraded the Cho-z Valkyrie, which he then used to beat Hyde and his Hades to reclaim his world champion status, without even being fully used to his new bay, might I may add. After this though, he became a beast, defeating Kit Lopez and his Air Knight in a title match, and then facing Iger for the final battle of the season. During this battle, Valkyrie fully evolved and got 2 points by burst finish. Now remember back when Fi wasn't able to burst Z Achilles, he wasn't even able to reverse his Turbo Awaken state. After using special move after special move, Volt comes along and does it in a few hits. That alone shows the power difference between Volt and Fi. Despite being legendary, Volt's time as number 1 did have to come to an end, unfortunately, but he is still arguably top 3 in the Turbo / Cho-z series. But at number 1, of course, I think a lot of people saw this coming. If you actually do watch this video, it's Iger. Now Iger was on the way up from the very start of the series. By episode 5, he had overtaken every blader in season 2. By episode 15, he had defeated Louis. Hell, he even defeated Volt and broke his bay in episode 28. Now granted, the reason why he got so strong so quick was due to his dark power, but towards the end of the series, that was all gone. Iger had loads of raw power and tons of potential, maybe even more than Volt, and once he met Shu and was eventually trained by him and was more refined, Shu made Iger battle himself, Suo, Fubuki, and Ranjiro all at once to prepare himself for his battle against Fi, which as we all know he would win and then go on to battle Volt, which he also won, as we've already established. Iger wasn't the most experienced blader, nor was he the most necessarily skilled, but he had the most raw power at the time, and lots of powerful friends to encourage his growth. Overall, it's not surprising to me that he did end up the strongest blader at the end of the series. Give a character a ton of potential and the ability to adapt the techniques and launch styles of other bladers, and you've got yourself a recipe for greatness. But of course, this video was all my opinion, and you're all entitled to your own. And just because I place one person above the other doesn't necessarily mean they would win against another person 100% of the time. What I'm basically saying is, just because Free is number 5 doesn't mean he couldn't beat Iger for every now and again. It's just more likely that Iger would beat everyone else on the list more than they would beat him. But I think all of them are definitely in the top 2 tiers if I were to tier list them, which I will do in a video coming up. So please watch my channel. Don't leave me, please. And yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end this video. Again, I'm really sorry for the lack of uploads to the 5 people that do watch me. Work's had me stressed out so much lately, so I'm trying to get back on. But yeah, I do love making videos, and if you have any video suggestions of what you want me to do, please drop them down in the comments. I probably will do them, because I have a very, very creative limit, and I reached it a long time ago. So if you drop a comment of an idea you want, it will most probably be done, if it is a serious idea that I see potential in. So yeah, thanks everybody so much for watching. If you disagree with me or agree with me, tell me that too. I will argue with you if I disagree. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye everybody.